Hi, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Guess who's back? Back again. Hey, guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guys, I know you missed me because I missed you guys. Lord, it's just been such a busy, oh my God. August was crazy for us at Iamafula, for me as well. And so I always tell you guys that when I come live, you guys should be happy to see me live. It means I had to create time. And so only basically all August, I just couldn't come live, y'all. If you watched the video yesterday that I put up just of me walking in the office, you'll see why. I mean, we had a really huge successful month for at EM Wafula. Okay, we had a lot of work permits come in, a lot of approvals, a lot of prima facies. It was just a very successful month, I would say. And so, yeah, your girl had to do some work that one. I always work, but I mean, the busier we get, the more my staff needs me because I don't just do all consultations all day. There's trainings I do to make sure my staff is on point and understands things. There are trainings we do. There are meetings we have. Um, and then the busier we get, the more cases I've gotta review. So hey, bro. So it's been a long month, but anyway, guys, it's Friday, and I was feeling good. I said I can create a few minutes. Let me talk to my people. I do pro bono, Zoe, but these days I'm very careful about who I choose to do pro bono. Just even last year, the last pro bono I had, very ungrateful person. I'm sorry to say. Every time I do something for free for somebody, they're just the most ungrateful people. I'm sorry to say. So I really believe in charging because people really do cherish what they pay for most times. Even when the person sees exactly how much we normally charge for the VAR case and the fact that I'm giving it to them for free, they still, I mean, every time they still end up being our worst, most, oh, most burdensome clients. They will call every single day, bother us every single day. I just be like, dang, dude. Like, if you didn't trust me, why'd you let me do your case for free, in fact? Why? Anywho, I digress. I digress. Let me come back to the point. Let me come back to the point. All right, guys. So today I got this great topic. I want to talk about frequently asked questions. And it's just going to be a 5 minute talk, literally, really less than 5 minutes. Then after that, I'm taking questions. So I hope you came ready to ask questions. I hope after not seeing me for a month, y'all ready to come live and ask me questions. And if you don't come live and ask me questions, I'm gonna be really mad at you. I'm gonna be like, these people, I don't know what to do with them. Okay. So I hope since you guys haven't seen me in a whole month, that you actually want to talk to me today, right? Because I love an interactive live. And the more interactive the live is, the more I want to come back live tomorrow. Okay, so one way to encourage me to keep coming live is for you to come live and talk to me. Just like I'm a people person. And if you ever do a live, if you do these a lot, you understand why one day. It's like you're talking to yourself. You're looking at yourself, you're talking to yourself. So it takes a lot for someone to want to come and do a live video talking to themselves. So, okay, as one way to encourage me to come live, you guys, is again, I'm asking, I'm begging, I'm pleading, I'm crying. Please come and talk to me today after I finish this short snippet, okay? 5 minute snippet where I'm educating y'all, and then I'm going straight into questions. Okay. And remember, you get to ask one question live. Whatever question it is, I'll answer. Unless it's something that I deem to be a consultation question, then I'm going to straight up tell you, yo, you're tripping. This is a consultation question. Call me, schedule a consultation. Okay. And on that note, let me go ahead and put our phone number down here before I forget and before I start talking. All right. So the topic today, basically, long story short, guys, is frequently asked questions. Frequently asked questions. I always think that this is always a great topic. And every time I talk about frequently asked questions, people always love it. It always also gives people a clue of what to expect when you schedule a consultation. Okay, so And well, in fact, we'll start there. The most frequently asked question I ever get is, I am African. I'm African, I'm Kenyan American. So I don't know, is that supposed to be anyway, I am African. Okay, I'm American though. I would say I'm American, but I'm originally African. Anyway, first question I always get is, why should I schedule a consultation? Why should I schedule a consultation? So guys, I've pretty much always said this and I'll say it again. If you do any research on my name, just type Elizabeth Ofula, attorney Elizabeth Ofula. You'll see all these lives come up from, like, I would say about 7, 8 years ago, when when I first started the law firm, when the law firm was first established, when Law Office of Ian Wafula was first established, you see all these lives of legal information talking about asylums, adjustment of statuses, I name it. I mean, I was doing lives before lives became popular. I started off on Facebook. Then I would say about 3 years ago, I think I've only been on Instagram just about 3 years ago. When I got on Instagram, I continued in that culture. I did so many lives and videos explaining legal concepts. Okay, now the ones, if you want to find all of our lives, all of our material on Vow, best place to start is Instagram. Because once I got on Instagram, I did a lot more Vow related videos, Vow adjustment of status, asylum cases. So basically, what am I saying? So after I've done all this and put all this free information out, guys, it only makes sense that now, if you want to have a personal one-on-one talk with me where I give you specific legal advice, you need to schedule a consultation. And I'll go ahead and say this right now. Yes, the consultation costs, guys. It's not free. Consultation is $150. Okay. So the whole point of why you should schedule a consultation is during the consultation. Now I'm going to sit down with you and I'm going to listen to all the details of your facts. And I'm now going to tell you yes or no, can I help you? I'll tell you flat out, yes, I can help you. No, I can help you. There's very few times where I'll tell you, let me think about it, let me look at it, right? If it's something, either if it's a case either that just don't want to take, or maybe I'm thinking about our staff and the ability to handle your type of case right now. Maybe we're super busy and maybe your case will take us extra time, or maybe your case will take us like, I'll have to train people. Maybe we have a type of case that I'll have to train my people. My team members are not yet trained on that, right? Because I'm still the person who's been here the longest. There's still things that my staff doesn't know. There's still areas of the law they don't know. There's still case types they don't know. So if you come to me with a case type that I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to train my staff on this, and I don't have the time to train them, or I don't have the time to really make sure they get it well so that we can do your case properly, I'll tell you, no, we can't do your case. Or I'll tell you, I'll tell you, to be honest, I don't take this case all the time these days. So give me some time. Let me think about it, and then I'll let you know. Okay. So I would say just about 2% of the consultations I have fall under that category. So I'd say 98% of the people who come to me, I'll either tell you, yes, I can help you, or no, I can help you. And even out of that 98%, I'm thinking that I'm usually taking about 95% of the clients we talk to. Okay, and that's also because of my marketing. I'm very specific about the kind of cases I do. I talk about vow all day, asylum all day, and sometimes even I'll talk about adjustment of status to marriage all day. I do that for a purpose, so that I specifically get only the people I can help. So that when you schedule a consultation, you know you're not wasting your money, because I specifically told you what kind of cases I want. I specifically made it clear what kind of cases I like to do, right? With the lives I do, the videos I do, and whatever. So if you come to me with something that's not in that vicinity, okay, that's the only time you risk spending your $150 on consultation fee for no reason. Okay. And then now, let me now get to my last point on that. So then let's say we get to a consultation. Let's say you have a case that I never really talk about, like consular processing, like you want to bring your spouse from outside the US. Okay, I talk about those, but I always tell, even on live, I tell you I don't prefer those cases because I hate dealing with the consulates of other countries. I really just prefer the straight up adjustment of status case for the spouse who is here in the United States, right? So let's say you come to me with something like that, or you want to file for your sibling. You know I never talk about that stuff, but you say you decide you wanna have a conversation with me. You want to file for your sibling, and then we get to the conversation, and I'll give you all this great advice because I do know how to do them. I have done them before, and then at the end of the conversation, I'll probably tell you, um, either I can take this case or I can't take this case. So let's say at the end of the conversation, I tell you I can't take this case right now. Okay, and you're mad, you're angry, you're like, oh, your staff, they didn't tell me you didn't take this type of case. Why did I schedule the conversation? If I see you're mad, let me tell you, these days, real quick, I just don't argue about money. I'll quickly say, that's okay, ma'am, I'm so sorry I wasted your time, or sir, look out for a refund within 2 days. Within 2 days, the refund will be back in your account. Straight up, like literally, money is not the issue. We are not going to fight about money. We're not going to fight about $150 consultation fee. So I'm just saying, long story short, even if you are at the very 2% of people that I cannot help, 2% out of 100% that I cannot help, I will refund your money. Okay, so you're not wasting your money. All right. Okay, so I'm doing this too, also to alleviate my staff, because I get so many calls. We get so many calls from people who expect a free consultation, and I don't know why. I don't know why, because I give so much for free. Daggone it, I give so much for free, so much for free. Let me tell you how I know. There's people who file for vows on their own simply by watching my live videos. They go and they file for vow, and it went well for them simply by watching my live videos. I know for a fact I give a lot for free. So if I'm asking you to pay for a consultation fee for $150, that gun, I don't want to hear one more person complain. It's gonna drive me crazy. It's gonna make me think that our people just like things for free. That's what y'all making me think. Anyway, next point. I digress. Next point. Is vow really okay? Okay, the second question I always get, well, Fula, can you really help me? Can you really help me? So there's many ways I can answer that in the consultation, but to be honest, straight up, yes, I think I can. I don't think I would be confidently coming live almost every single day. There's months I've come live almost every single day. I don't think I would come and be confident like this if I didn't think I could help you. Okay, that's one way I can answer you. Can I really help you? Yes, I can help you, because I'm most likely, if you coming to me for a vow case, for asylum case, or for an adjustment of status to marriage case, I have handled your case before. I've handled a case that's just like yours before. So if you ask me, do I think I can help you? Heck yes, I absolutely can help you. And that's not just confidence speaking, that's experience speaking. I can help you. Now, if I don't think I can help you, you will literally hear it in my voice, because I'm a very confident person. When I think I know something, I think I know it. I think I'm the ish. When I think I know. But look, when I think I don't know, you'll hear it in my voice. I will literally tell you, like, hey, I think I can do this. I need to check, or I need to research, because it's not something I've done a lot, or you have a particular case, or you have a little the facts of your case are a bit different from me. I need to look at it. Do you mind? I will literally be honest, because now I've been practicing 8 years. There's really nothing for me to hide anymore. There's really nothing for me to prove anymore. If I don't know, I don't know. If I feel like I need more knowledge on an issue, I will tell you. I'll tell you, hey, I have something in mind. I just want to double check. Now, when I say that, it doesn't mean that I don't know. Usually I know, but maybe I just can't remember the law right on the spot, because I'm doing like at least 8 consultations a day. So maybe I can't remember the law right on the spot, and I'll tell you, hey, give me a day or two and I'll get back to you. I just want to look at the exact nuance, or the exact exception to the exact exception to the law that I want to use for you. Okay. So long story short, can I help you? If it's VAR related, if it's adjustment of status through marriage cases, that's basically where your spouse is filing for your spot for you. I can help you. If it's asylum, I absolutely can help you. That is the first case I ever handled. I mean, if it's asylum, I can swim through. I can help you. Okay. If it's asylum, if it's adjustment of status to marriage case, if it's vow case, I can help you. Okay. Now, the next question I get is vow really real? Again, that begs the question. Again, I want to say I wouldn't be calling myself vow queen if it ain't real. I think the popos would have got me by now if it wasn't real, because I'm doing a whole business based on the name vow queen. So is it real? Yes, it's real. Okay. Legal, to give you the legal perspective, the reason why I can tell you for sure it's real, it's actually been in existence for a long time, since the early 90s. VAW was first passed in the early 90s, I'm sorry. So it's as real as you get. In fact, Hispanics, Asians, many other races have been getting green cards through VAWA way before we knew. Okay, as usual, the person of this color is always the last to know things. I don't know why. Maybe because we don't read. I don't know. But it's been around for a very, very long time. Let me be the first to tell you. It has been around for a very, very long time. The fact that you're just hearing about it now doesn't mean it hasn't existed. In fact, on that point, I just had a consultation, was it last week, of someone who had never heard about VAWA. Again, our people we just don't ever know stuff. But the fact that we don't know nothing doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So VAWA, yes, VAWA is real and has existed for a very, very long time, y'all. You could check it to the bank and it's very solid. And like I always say, provided you qualify for VAWA, it's actually easier to get your green card through VAWA than adjustment of status to marriage. I'm saying it again. I'm going to go on the record again. Provided you qualify for VAWA, you actually have an easier time of getting a green card through VAWA than through adjustment of status to marriage. Also, provided, this is the key, provided you have a lawyer who knows what they're doing. Okay, because if you don't know what they're doing, you're gonna really mess yourself up. The reason I say it's easier is because VAWA actually has a lower legal burden than for adjustment of status to marriage. So what you have to prove for VAWA is actually a bit lower. For example, let me back that up with an actual realistic example. For adjustment of status to marriage, you normally have to have a lot of documents to prove that you and your spouse have lived together. I mean, and I've always said this even in my live videos, for adjustment of status to marriage cases, when I have a consultation with someone for that, I usually send them a 2-pager, 2 pages of things they need for us to prove their case. 2 pages. Two pages that list things like joint lease, joint utility bills, blah blah. But for VAWA, I send them an email that's got a little bit of 80 paragraph of things I need from them. Okay, so although it has a less of a legal burden, you still need an experienced VAWA lawyer. Okay, because the law is very technical, and there's nuances that you don't really understand until you've done it for a while. Okay, so even though it's a less of a legal burden, and even though it's actually in reality it is easier for you to get a green card through VAWA than through adjustment of status to marriage, you still need a good lawyer to do it. You still need a VAWA lawyer. Okay, and on this point, I'm gonna tell y'all, stop going to these consultants, people who are not even lawyers. I mean, you're just messing yourself up. This is like your whole future. I know people who are getting deported or almost in deportation proceedings because you used not even a lawyer to do your VAWA case. This is how I'm looking at y'all on that one. Anyway, I digress. I digress. All right. Okay. Now, my Facebook people, if you have questions, guys, if you have questions, you can come on, jump to my IG real quick and ask your questions, because I'm on IG as well. So I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on LinkedIn, I think, and I'm also live on YouTube. All right. So if you have questions, come on through to IG, and you can find me by just typing. Let me type this for you guys. Let me hook up my Facebook people real quick. You can type the VAWA Queen, and you can find me there. All right. Last question, and I'm starting to take questions, guys. What's your success rate? So if it's VAWA related, I'm 100%. I'm at 100% and I want to take it. I want to leave it like that. So for VAWA cases, I've never lost a VAWA case. and God willing, I hope it remains that. No, I hope, I believe, I decree and declare, because I'm a child of the Lord. I decree and declare that I will never lose a viral case. Okay, I decree and declare that this is gonna be my portion. Okay, so for viral cases, I've never lost that. Have I lost other cases? Yes, I've lost a few adjustment of status cases and a few asylum cases because, well, I was learning. Every lawyer has that learning period. Number one, and number two, also because asylum cases are just hard to win. I'm telling you, every time I win an asylum case, I know the Lord is with me. The Lord is with me. Every time I win an just asylum case, I just know the Lord is with me, because it's like, even when you give them everything they require, they can just still, they just still reserve uh, the right to deny an asylum case on very small, flimsy grounds, especially asylum cases in front of immigration court. It's much easier to win an asylum case in front of USCIS, in front of a local immigration office, but in front of immigration court, oh my God, it's hard. I'll tell you that. Just even if anyone is here who's a lawyer, I say from lawyer to lawyer, asylum cases in front of immigration court are hard, but they're winnable. They're winnable. But I'm just telling you straight up, those are the cases I have lost before. All right, all right, and but I'm also proud of those losses, because I understood now. I know. I think I'm pretty sure I could say I'm pretty good at asylum now. I could say I'm pretty cold on them. I'm pretty nice, right? Because I had to learn. I had to learn, and those losses taught me a lot. Those asylum losses taught me a lot. Okay, in fact, they even helped my ability to do vowel better, because even the asylum interviews are the hardest ever. Vowel interviews are very simple, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes max usually. Asylum interviews can go 2 to 4 hours, 2 to 5 hours. So I really learned the art of being a lawyer from asylum cases. I'll tell you that for sure. Okay. Now, but success rate on vowel cases 100%. Success rate on asylum cases, I would say about um, I'll say about 60 to 80%. Success rate on adjustment of status to marriage cases, I would say I'm at about 95%. I just lost two. I remember the two I lost. Okay. Yeah, and oh, by the way, the two cases that I lost for adjustment of status to marriage were because of people lying to your lawyer, not telling your lawyer certain things, and then we get to the interview, and then stuff starts coming out. That's another thing we're gonna have to talk about. Like, why do y'all lie to your own lawyer? Your own lawyer cannot help you or protect you if I don't know what you're lying about. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Okay. If I don't know what you're lying about, I cannot help you. And I digress. I digress. Back to my questions. The last question, and this is the last question I'm gonna do. Last most frequently asked question. Okay, we're talking about frequently asked questions. This one says, my prior adjustment of status or vowel case was denied or fuller. Do I qualify for vowel? So if you've had a prior adjustment of status or vowel case that was denied, do you qualify? Yes. As long as you qualify, yes, you absolutely do. Okay. Vowel, and that's why I told you I love vowel for so many reasons. Because vowel gives you, have you ever heard the word of redeem? I don't know if you guys are English and word vocabulary experts and people. In other words, if you like vocabulary, let me give you a vocabulary right now. Have you ever heard of the word redeem or redeemer? Okay, it means when someone comes and restores and kind of redeems you from something that you would have normally not been redeemed from. I don't know how to explain it better. But anyway, long story short, Vowa is the redeemer of all redeemers. You heard me? Vowa is the redeemer of all redeemers. It is the redeemer of all redeemers when we talk about legal concepts. Okay, and it's a redeemer for so many reasons. There are people who would not qualify for anything if Val didn't exist. Okay, I know Christ is our redeemer. I'm talking about now legal concepts. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You understand what redeemer means. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so back to my point. I'm sorry, Miss Dream Queen of Hearts. My bad. My bad. All right. So when we talk about redeeming, VAWA is a redeemer in the sense that there's so many people who would never qualify for anything if VAWA did not exist, if VAWA wasn't there. For instance, for adjustment of status to marriage, there's a lot of requirements put on how you entered. So if you entered, so all these people who entered at the border with no inspection, all these DACA people, all these childhood arrivals, people who came as children, their parents just put them on a boat, and they arrived here because of insecurities in their country. All these kids that have grown up here that are now 20 something, early 30s, that are on DACA, okay, when they get married, they marry let's say they marry a U.S. citizen, and their U.S. citizen wants now to file for them. Okay, stay with me, right? I'm going somewhere. So now your U.S. citizen wants to file for you. You go to a lawyer. A lawyer is going to tell you, you do technically qualify for adjustment of status. Elizabeth, I'm going to use my name, Elizabeth. Yes, you do qualify for adjustment of status because you're now married to a U.S. citizen, and I can tell you guys love each other. Yes, you qualify. However, we've got to do something about the way you entered. Okay, the lawyer is going to tell you the law is not going to pardon or forget the fact that you sneaked into the country. There's still something that has to be done for that. So then you ask your lawyer, okay, lawyer, Wafula, then what do I have to do? So Wafula is going to tell you what you normally have to do, Elizabeth, is you and first I'm going to do a two-step adjustment of status process for you. First step I'm going to file is going to file the I-130 for you. Then once that I-130 is approved, the I-130 is the form that states, once approved, that immigration does recognize that you guys are truly married and does recognize your marital relationship. So once your I-130 is approved, what Fuller is going to tell you, lawyer Fuller is going to tell you, you will now have to go outside the country with a waiver, okay, and come back into the country. In other words, you're still going to have to fulfill the same requirement you needed to have fulfilled to enter the U.S. properly in the first place. So, Lawyer Fuller is going to tell you, you're not going to go just like that, though. I'm going to file a waiver for you. It's called the I-601 waiver, and when that's approved, it's called the I-601 provisional waiver. Okay, when that's approved, then you can go outside the country, Elizabeth. All right, and present this waiver, Elizabeth, and then now you can come inside. You can come back in. Okay, so that's for regular adjustment of status through marriage. In other words, there's some requirements that cannot be waived. You can't take them out. You're going to still have to go back out the country and come back in properly. For VAWA, that's not the case. For VAWA, you could have snuck in, Lord Jesus. You could have snuck in and with the wrong name, Lord Jesus. You could have snuck in and said your name was Maria when your name is Wafula. Okay? You could have had come in under the worst possible situation. Okay? And you will still qualify for VAWA provided you're married to a U.S. citizen or green card holder and they're abusive to you, or you're divorced from one, or you're separated from one, or provided you're in a legal partnership with one in a state that recognizes common law marriages. Okay, so in other words, VAWA has this huge umbrella that creates a huge umbrella of people that can qualify for a VAWA. So all of a sudden, people who cannot easily qualify for adjustment of status to marriage unless they leave the country, that is, people who can't qualify for asylum, that is, can qualify for VAWA straight up off the bat, and they get a green card, which is why I love to call myself the VAWA queen, which is why I'd be telling y'all about this VAWA, but y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. In the last live video, I told y'all, the last live video, now this is about a month ago, I remember saying on that live video, like, why are my people like this? Why do y'all come to me after you no longer qualify for VAWA? And when I'm having the consultation, the people will tell me, I'm so sorry, Wafula. I'm so sorry. I should have come to you. I don't know what I was thinking. I've been seeing you for a whole 2 years now. I've been seeing you for a whole 2 years now, and I don't know why I'm just coming to you now. I'll be like, maybe it's the village people, because I don't get it either. Because and these are people who come to my lives. They know they possibly qualify for VAWA. But you wait, you drag your feet. By the time you come to me, the deadline has passed for me to file for VAWA. Which deadline am I talking about? For vow, if you're divorced from your U.S. citizen or green card holder spouse that was abusive to you or toxic to you, right? If you're divorced from them, you need to go to a vow lawyer within 2 years within 2 years after within 2 years after getting divorced if you're going to qualify for vow. So in other words, if you got divorced September 9th, 2020, today's September 9th, 2022. Today is the deadline for us to file your vow case. Okay, if immigration receives that vow case on September 10th, 2022, just tomorrow, it's too late for you. But I have people who come to me like we having a conversation today, and I know I know we work well, but I don't work miracles. I'm not Jesus, so it's gonna take us like at least 2 weeks, at the very least 2 weeks, to prepare a good, proper, excellent vow application packet for you. Okay, because our packets, remember, are anywhere between 100 to 300 pages. It's gonna take us about 2 to 3 weeks to prepare this packet for you. So when you come to me on September 9th, 2022, and you've been divorced September 9th, 2020, and you've been watching me for this whole daggone 2 years, I don't know what to tell you. For real, I'm honestly, it makes me really mad. I'm like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Honestly, why? Why do y'all do that? And then now when I tell the people I can't help you, now my people start throwing out money. Or fuller, whatever you want. I pay extra. I pay extra. I pay extra. You could pay me 100K. I ain't gonna take it because nothing I can do to help you unless I was a corrupt lawyer. So what do you want me to do for you now? What do you want me to do for you now? The time has passed. Anyway, I'm ready to start taking questions, guys. Please pass this video over to people you know, because it really bothers me, honestly, when you see me day in and day out. You come to my lives, you come and talk to me, you ask questions, and you know you possibly could qualify. You drag your feet after year one, year two. You come to me after you've been divorced more than 2 years from your U.S. citizen green card holder, and now we can no longer file for vow. I just don't get what kind of thinking that is. That makes sense. Okay. I already explained that so far I haven't lost a vow case, Madame. That's Danielson. That was my answer to that. All right. I already said that earlier in the live. All right, guys, you can start taking questions now. I can start taking questions, and you guys can start coming live to ask your questions. Okay. So there was someone who asked me, when's a good time to call? You can call anytime, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 7 p.m. Actually, we are open usually 9 to 8 p.m. 9 to 8 p.m. Central Time. 9 to 8 p.m. Central Time. Okay. It's a different is a let me I'm gonna start taking some questions. um I'm asking some people to come live, so we start taking some questions. Yes. A travel permit is different from a green card. Yes. You put in your renewal for I-45 since November last year, still no renewal card. Yes, it's normal right now. Everything is a bit kind of delayed. I wouldn't say it's very normal, let's put it like that, but it's feasible. It's foreseeable. That's my answer to Vanny Coco, right? Because things are really laid behind. Guys, do you want to come talk to me live, or did I scare you? Do you want to come talk to me? I'll be nice. I promise. I'll be nice to you. I'll be nice. I'll be really nice. Okay? I'll be really nice. Okay? Can someone win vow case when divorce paperwork is still being processed by have interviewed with the immigration officer? Yeah, I just talked about that. You qualify for vow whether you're separated, married, divorced. For divorce, as long as you're divorced within less than 2 years. Okay? All right. So that's the answer to Jumoke. And you also qualify for VAWA if you have a partnership, you have a legal partnership with someone in a state like Texas that recognizes common law marriage.
Hi, Patrick.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, thank you for answering the question. I always follow you. Thank you for everything that you do. Amazing.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, great. So I did already go ahead to file my VAWA. The first question is, would it be possible to just go ahead and get the divorce done now, even though my VAWA is still pending? It's over a year. I filed it last year, but I haven't gotten any response yet. I know it usually takes a while, but I don't know what the
timing of divorce is not an issue. Even before you file for vow, you could have been divorced and still qualified. That was the whole example I was giving. So in other words, yes, you can go ahead and file for divorce at any time. It's up to you. Yeah, just make sure you keep your documents that show. Just make sure you. Hello, madam. Just make sure you have your documents showing that you and your spouse live together at least at some point in the marriage. Keep those things intact. Things like the joint leases, joint bank accounts, joint utilities. Keep those things intact. But yes, you can go ahead and divorce.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you so
Anytime.
much for
Take care, madam.
Time. I really appreciate all you.
Not a problem. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye. All right. Okay. Yay! People come and talk to me live. I get so excited about that. Hey. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Welcome.
I just have a question.
Okay.
I've been filing to bring my wife back to the state, and then everything has been approved, and then we haven't got an interview date yet.
Okay.
So what can you do about that?
What can I do about that? Well, you said you've been filing for your wife?
Yeah, everything, all the documents have been approved.
Where is your wife? Here or in Nigeria?
In Nigeria.
I don't know if you missed my whole spiel about consular processing cases. That's why I don't like them, because there's only so much I can do when we're dealing with another consulate. So I don't think I can help you with that one.
Yeah, and then when I called the immigrant out here, the number, they said that there's nothing we can do about it. They are the one who's going to fix the date. It's not like, you can do anything or stuff like that.
Exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're going to have to wait, pray fast on that one.
So we're going to wait for it.
Wait, pray fast. That's my advice.
Well, thank you for having me, though. I appreciate that.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Do you not take yourself? Okay. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. What's up with you? I have a few questions. How many questions am I allowed to ask?
One.
Not the case.
I like the fact that you asked that. I appreciate that. Just ask me one good one.
In a situation whereby you filed for VAWA and you got your face, is it face primer kind of thing?
Prima facie.
Okay. Then probably when you filed, you didn't have enough money to file for work permits and all of that. Then you had to wait for some time till you get the money. Then you filed for the work permit and what is it called?
Travel permit.
Yeah. And after that, they sent another face prima
facie.
Again, it's supposed to be that, or it was supposed to be work permit after that.
So it's always hard to tell how it was supposed to be. First of all, if I didn't do it, number one. And secondly, if your lawyer didn't do everything at the same time. Because in our law firm, we don't split it like that. We file everything at the same time. Your work permit, travel permit, your green card, your main VAWA application, all those things, we file them off the bat. So we get all the receipt notices at the same time. And then that way we're able to track things better. So then now we know, we can begin to track things and we can begin to expect the next things. But even when we do that, I always say immigration has a mind of its own. And they literally sometimes will flip the order. So I for my clients, once we submit their case, we have an app where they can go and see. We give them a whole copy of the whole application where they see what we submitted. All right. And also on that same app, we'll be updating them of their receipt notices and everything. But anyway, after we submit their case, I always give them like a guideline sheet, a VAWA guideline sheet that tell them what's the next step, what should they expect, to reduce the questions. But I always say on there that, hey, this is just a guideline. Immigration does not reserves the right to do things however the heck they want to do. And a lot of times they do just that, in other words. So how can I say, nothing to worry about as long as you're getting the proper receipt notices, and just know that immigration sometimes flips the order of things. Sometimes we get a prima facie before we get a work permit. Sometimes we may go straight into a VAW approval, a green card approval, without the person never ever getting a work permit. Like, it's just different each time, to be honest with you.
Because it was kind of I don't know how to put it, but I was just kind of worried about it. Like, it's supposed to be like work permit or something instead of the extension. They gave extension for this for the primer thing. And
sometimes they will do that. Sometimes you wonder, is it they don't want to give? They don't want to give you a work permit. Sometimes it happens that way. But did you get a work permit receipt notice?
No, I don't know. I think everything goes to the lawyer or something.
Yeah, but your lawyer should have a way of you don't have they don't have a way of showing you what was filed for you, what receipt notices you have.
Sometimes she just send me some email and all, but I don't think I'm getting the question, the answers. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you
well, I don't know what to tell you. You didn't come to me. Valquin was around the whole time. I don't know what to tell you.
I think at this point I need to stay, because it's like it's taking forever, and I don't know. I'm just really worried.
But off the front now, my hands are pretty graced. I will say that God has blessed me. Usually everything I touch goes much faster, but I don't have any control over time. Okay, and VAWA cases sometimes can take time. I just need to tell you that before you call me. So, it's not like if I touch the case, I may actually be able to do something about it. I may not. In other words, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'll probably talk to you after the live show.
Okay. Take care. God bless you. Bye. All right. People coming in. Guys, it's 4:26. I just want to tell you straight up, I want to go home at 5 p.m.
Hey,
so if you have questions, come live now.
Hi.
Hello.
I've been trying to get at you for the past longest. So I have a couple questions for you. How are you doing?
Good. You can be on the one.
You work with Haitian cases, like people that are from Haiti?
Yeah, I work on anybody's case.
Okay, so my question is, I was already married to someone and the case got denied, but the person never spoke to me ever again. So I was wondering, am I still qualified for the VAWA case?
You said you are married, but what happened?
Yes, I am still currently, but we no longer spoke to each other or anything like that.
Okay. So are you separated or divorced?
Huh?
You separated or divorced?
Separate.
Okay. I mean, was there some real serious issues in the marriage?
Well, it was nothing too bad. Whatever, just stopped talking to each other, and then after we went to an interview and everything like that, I feel like purposely he just
sabotaged it. Yeah.
Don't answer the question right when they was asking. And then now they told me that I can refile again, but he doesn't want to do anything. He just he don't want to do anything else and stuff like that. So I was wondering, am I able to file the VAWA to see if I would still be qualified for the green card?
Well, I guess what I would want to say is, can you schedule a consultation? I'd love to screen you further because there's much more I need to know to answer that question. And also,
and another question. Can somebody apply for a green card without being married?
Okay, so I asked like 2 questions of yours. So schedule a consultation.
Yeah, that's my second question. Can they apply without married to anybody? Just apply?
No, ma'am. I answered 2 questions. Do you mind scheduling a consultation? I'll answer that. I'll answer everything for you. Trust me, I will.
Okay, thank you so much, man. I've been trying to reach out to you for the past months and months and months.
I don't know what people say.
When I'm working, I said, you live. Let me try to get on your live.
I don't know why people say that when you call, you got to press 1 or 2. I think people lose patience. When you call the number below, press 1 or 2, or go to the website and schedule an appointment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, You can text me, you can DM me, whatever, and we can, because I really need to talk to you. Right now I'm in Tennessee. I will be flying to Miami tomorrow.
No, I'm saying, madam, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. I got my information at the bottom. Take a screenshot.
Oh, the number?
Yeah, and the website.
Okay, yeah, I got the number. I spoke to one of your representatives, whatever, but I could never get to you. I said,
then you out here telling
the schedule all the way to the 19th. So
then you out here telling people, making it sound like you couldn't reach me. You could reach me. It's just that you don't want to take the consultation, though.
No, I don't want to take. I don't mind being, to talk to you. I want to speak to you right away, but they told me I gotta wait till the 19th.
Yeah, madam. Look, have you looked at our followers? There's a lot of followers. I mean, I'm a busy person. You gotta wait for good stuff now.
I mean, me too. I'm
saying you gotta wait for good stuff, though.
To talk to you, but I really want to talk to you though, for real, because I want to get this case going.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you have to sometimes wait for good things, and so just schedule the appointment. The 19th. Look, that's even close. There was a time I was backed up 4 months, like because I had just so many consultations. So, girl, you tripping. Call the number, man.
All right, thank you so much. So I'll wait for you, okay?
All right, thank you.
Just
bye-bye.
I'm gonna call and whatever. Thank you so much.
All right, bye-bye. Take care. God bless
you.
There was a lady that was live. Do you want to come back in again? I don't know what her name was. Let's see if I can find her. You can come back in now.
Hi.
Hello, madam. How are you doing? Hi.
Hi. How are you? Are you
good? Let me take the lady on the left first. Go ahead, madam. The lady with the glasses.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, yes. I'm sorry about that. I was on the road, so probably that's why the video. My question is, it's not a VAWA question, but I wanted to explain code 2 fingerprints. Also, if you did your interview since last year and they asked for additional evidence and they renewed your work permit and advanced parole, is it safe to travel even if it's not an emergency?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna answer the second one because I don't know what you want about the first one. I'll answer your second one. Yes, I always say a travel permit is used. We call it a travel permit for a reason. It gives you the rights. I mean, the permission to travel. But I always say, as long as you're not in deportation proceedings, you're not you don't have any serious criminal issues on your record. There's no fraud issues on your record. As long as these 3 things are not your issue, you could travel usually. Of course, there's no 100% guarantee, but I can just only speak for my clients. None of my clients have ever been stuck. All my clients use the travel permits. Okay. They come back in and they send me messages like, "Oh my God, Wafula, I don't know what I was so scared about." Okay, so my clients use them. They come in just right, just okay. All right, and the thing is, don't go longer than a month or 2, because the longer you go, the more questions they're gonna ask you at the border, like, "What were you doing out?" That's also the other key.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Thank you so much for your time.
Take care. God bless you. Bye. Do you know how to exit?
Hi.
Hello, madam. How you doing?
Good. I'm actually from Kenya.
I can tell. Habari. Habari.
So I thought you were home a few months ago, maybe a few weeks ago. I was home in May, so yeah.
You mean Kenya? No. I was gone. I was in Kenya in February.
February? Oh my
February,
gosh.
March. Yeah.
Already. Okay. So mine is an interesting question. I have a green card. I've had the green card for the last 10 years. Then my husband, who's American, got work outside the country, which happened to be Kenya. So we ended up moving back to Kenya. It was supposed to be a 3-year contract. It turned into a 10-year contract. Okay. And of course, I kept myself busy there.
Okay.
So now we're back. And now I need to file for my citizenship. It would have been great if I would have just done that back then, but It's just taken that much time. We kept my status. We kept coming back every 6 months, sometimes even 3 times a year back to the U.S. So the green card is expiring in a year, and I need to now put in the application. Just wanted to figure out what that process looks like.
So you got your green card how? Based on H-1B?
What's the acronym? What does that mean?
H-1B is like employment visa. How did you get your green card?
No, marriage, through marriage.
Oh, okay. And are you and your husband still married?
Yeah, we've been married. Actually, we've been together 19 years, married 10 years, so and we have a baby now.
So you qualified after 3 years. After 3 years of having a green card, you already qualified for citizenship.
Out of the country for 10 years.
No, you can't file. You can't file. So how long have you been back now?
A year.
Yeah, you usually need
150 days.
Yeah, need a lot more than that. I think you try to wait till the end of next year, then give me a call and we can talk.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think
my green card expires next year.
Huh?
And my green card. I actually tried calling you from Kenya. That was, I think, last year before COVID. But my green card expires next year. So with COVID, we were also locked in that whole 2020, and then came back last year.
So usually, can you just call me? When is it expiring? Like summertime?
I think end of next year, like towards.
Okay, so just call me about 3-4 months ahead of time, and I'll either tell you whether you should. I mean, you can just have at least a consultation with me, and then if you want to do it yourself, you can. But I'll tell you for sure at the consultation whether I think you should renew your green card as a safety net, or whether we should go ahead and go to the citizenship. Usually, I will probably lean towards going straight into citizenship, because even if your green card is expired, we could always get you an info pass, and you can get like a stamp on your passport if you'd like to travel while your green card application is pending. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a call.
Thank you, madam. Such a pleasure speaking with you.
You too. Bye, Brady.
Asante, bye. All right. I think Friday is my new best day to come live. You guys are coming to talk to me. Or maybe it's because I made a lot of noise earlier. Hello. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to take the lady first.
It's okay.
Okay, thanks. So, my fiance is Ghanaian, right? And we are trying to debate. He's been in the States more than 90 days, and we need to know what the process looks like for him, whether or not he should apply for a work visa now.
Your phone broke off a little bit. Your fiance wants to know whether he should apply for what?
So, my fiance is Ghanaian.
Okay.
The wedding is in November.
Okay.
Should he apply for work visa now, since he's been here for more than 90 days, or should he wait until after the wedding? And how long of a process?
You gotta have a basis to get a visa, a work permit. Okay, I think you're talking about work permit. They're not just given like that. He has to have a basis. So how is he here, and what status is he on right now? Do you know?
Visa?
He has a what? Tourist visa. Okay, yeah, okay. So after you guys get married, you need to call me. Then I can help y'all get a work permit. Because right now he can't. He has no basis to get one.
So after marriage.
Yeah, and right, and and tell him I usually advise, if I was him, I would wait at least 4 months after entering to get married. Okay, so
yeah, that'll be right on time actually, because our wedding is Thanksgiving. That'll be right on time for 4 months.
Okay, all right. So just call me then. Such a pretty lady. I love your skin.
Thank you.
Take care. I hope he takes good care of you. If he doesn't, call me.
I will for sure. I'll pay for the consultation.
Bye-bye. Have a great one. God bless you, madam.
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. And yourself?
Good.
So I have a question for a friend, and it's very important because she's filing for the vow of a team, and she just wants to know if she's more into social media, like she does like influencing and stuff.
Okay.
So this is a question. Will being an influencer, will it affect, her case being established already,
or is there any chances of her having problems, being an influencer and at the same time filing for the bar?
Well, she wants to.
That?
Okay, well, that's what I was just about to ask. What kind of application is she interested in, Val?
Yes.
No, it doesn't affect you in any way. Yeah, Val is a very confidential process. In fact, nobody knows except for her lawyer, usually, and her, that she's filing for Val. It's very confidential.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means our social media lifestyle has nothing to do with her filing for a case, right?
Maybe I'm missing the point. I don't know. I don't get what that has to do with her. Influencers and non-influencers.
The information has been going around saying that whoever that files for Val just have to be on a low key, don't have to be out there with their face.
I don't know who's spreading that out. That's a lie. That's not true. Because first of all, how will people even know? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because VAWA law requires that they usually you give a safety. You give an alternate address. Usually, the alternate address is your lawyer's address. So your lawyer gets all the mails. So then your lawyer would usually forward them to you either online via an app or maybe mail them to you at a address that you deem comfortable. So there's no way no one is gonna know. No one is gonna know unless she herself tells someone, and then the word will spread.
Okay. I think that will be all for now. Thank you so very much.
Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye. This is why y'all should hire lawyers. You see, it's all sorts of misinformation out there. Okay. All right, guys, this is the last question of the day because it's 4:40. Last question of the day. I hope it's great. Last question of the day. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm so sorry, first of all, for my face,
It's okay.
I don't want her to see me, like, you never know. I'm trying to hide myself.
That's okay.
Yeah, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good. I just have two quick questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I filed for VAWA since December 30, 2019. It's almost like two years, 7 months right now.
Mm-hmm.
I received a primary facie, and then they asked me for more evidence. I sent them, and then after I received a C31 work permit, but I never received an approval letter. And now they say in my case that
So you're wondering, is anything wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong.
Okay.
I just received C31 work permit for now, since last year.
Okay.
And now when I go to my case, it is said your case been received and it is under review. Since then, I'm just waiting. I don't know
that's what I'm asking you. You're wondering. The question is, you're wondering, is there anything wrong with the case? No. Sometimes it takes that long. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with the case.
So what is the C31 work permit?
So sir, I answer one question on. Do you mind scheduling a consultation for the rest?
Oh yeah, the question was the C31 means it was approved or not?
No, sir. I'm saying I already answered one question. Do you mind scheduling a consultation for the rest?
Well, of course. I'm gonna call your number 901
306 7123.
But there was a misunderstanding because I didn't hear anything though. That was
no. Okay, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying you haven't heard anything back. That's normal sometimes. Sometimes it could take that long before your I-360 is approved. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. God bless you. Bye. Okay, let me find a way to take him out. Okay. All right. I want to answer one of these Facebook questions. So to encourage our Facebook people, what if you don't divorce? Can you still file for VAWA? Asking for my neighbor. Yes, absolutely. You qualify for you qualify for VAWA whether you're separated, married, or divorced. Okay. You qualify for VAWA actually under four situations. Whether you're married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, and you're experiencing problems in the marriage. You're separated from a U.S. citizen or green card holder because you experience problems in the marriage. You're divorced from a U.S. citizen or green card holder because you experience problems in the marriage. For divorce, you need to file for VAWA before 2 years passes after the divorce, okay? And then the fourth category of people that could qualify for VAWA is those people who are not even legally married to the U.S. citizen or green card holder, but you live in a state like Texas, Alabama, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Colorado, to name a few. some of these states, if you live in some of these states like Alabama, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Kansas, Colorado, South Carolina, if you live in some of these states that I'm mentioning, and you're not even legally married to your partner, okay, but you have someone who you live together, you live together, you have children together, maybe you have even a business together. In other words, you do everything just as if you were legally married, but you're not married, and you live in a state like Alabama, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Colorado, South Carolina. I think I've said South Carolina already. Kansas, okay. If you live in some of these, at least 5 states, and there's usually I think about 12, 13 states that will say that even if you're not legally married in these states that I'm calling, you qualify for any right that someone would have under marriage. In other words, they recognize a common law marriage, a marriage that's created by actions, not legally. Okay. So if you live in some of these states that I just mentioned, Alabama, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Colorado, Kansas, to name a few, and you're not legally married to your U.S. citizen or green card holder partner, but you live together, you have a business together, you have bills together, you have children together, maybe you do everything just as if you are legally married, but you're not, and your partner is abusive to you, or it's toxic. You need to call me, and you need to call me now. I could literally, I promise you, I could help you. I don't say I promise, I can't say that alive. I can help you get a 10-year green card through VAWA, even though you're not legally married. Okay, so these are the 4 categories of people that qualify for VAWA. You're separated, you're divorced, you're married, or you're not even you're not even legally married to a U.S. citizen or green card holder partner. Okay, all right, and of course, the other basis is you gotta have experience probably in that relationship. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. When you're filing for VAWA, are you married to marry someone else? No. There's a small exception. There's a small time frame where you can. But I don't tell my clients that. I tell them straight up, no, you cannot marry someone else while your VAWA application is pending. I tell them that. Iran Lade, how you doing? How you doing? I was just working on your case today, your legal argument today. Chastity will be available. We'll call you, Miss Iran Lade. If she hasn't already called you, Chastity, my office manager, is calling you. Okay. All right. But anyway, so okay. So I was saying, dang, someone remember what I was saying? I forgot now. Okay. All right. So I think I have to summarize there because honestly, I cannot remember what I was saying before I rudely interrupted myself. All right. So, guys, if you know someone who this information could help, you need to have them give me a call. Okay. You need to have them give me a call. Oh, I was answering that question. Someone said, can you marry someone else while your VAWA case is pending? Usually I'll say no. Okay. I tell all my clients no. Although legally speaking, there is a small there's a small time frame after your I-360 is approved that you can marry someone. But because I know my clients and I know them well, and I know usually they came to me because they were in a huge mess, I don't tell them that straight up. I just tell them no, you cannot marry while your VAWA case is pending. Why? Because I don't want a situation where my client will go and mess themselves up right when we're about to get the approval. They go and marry, and then now they no longer qualify for VAWA. Okay, so I just tell them no. You need to choose one of the two. So either you get married. You know, you can always choose to get married, right? I can't force you not to marry. So if you choose to get married, I always tell my clients, fine. Then what we'll do is we'll have to withdraw your VAWA case so you can get married. Okay. So that's the answer to that person. So the only thing you cannot do, in other words, while VAWA is pending, is marry someone else. But you can separate, you can divorce, you can remain married. Jesus, y'all could be in the same house and file for VAWA. All right, guys, I'm tired. It's been a great day. It's been a glorious day. It's been an awesome way. It's an awesome way to finish my work week. I want to make some calls, return some client calls now. You guys have a blessed evening. Please, as always, share. I don't come here to just give this information just for you. If you hear something, especially that can help someone else, don't be stingy, and don't be that African. I just already did a live, or don't be that Jamaican or Caribbean. I did a live last month talking about our people never sharing things because you don't want people knowing things. You don't want people, or you don't want your neighbors or community members knowing what you did. But so there's two sides to it. When you don't share because you feel people will be in your business or will talk about you, yes, you help yourself, but your community is disadvantaged. Because I just already told y'all that we are the only ones who are finding out about VAWA these last couple of years, right? Especially when I started to really talk about VAWA, this is when our people have been finding out about VAWA. Okay, that's why my name is called VAWA, because I'm really probably the main person who started talking about VAWA years ago. And that's how our people know about this. But Mexicans, Indians, Hispanics, name them, have been filing for VAWA since. They've been filing for VAWA since the early 90s. They've been filing for VAWA. And so you keeping it to yourself because you want to protect yourself is great. I get that. But look at the cost. I guarantee you that almost every one of you knows someone who's been deported who did not have to be deported. They were deported because of lack of knowledge. They were deported because they did something that they didn't know doesn't work. They did something that they didn't know could harm them or hinder them. And while I'm on this topic, y'all know I hate bad advice. Let me just talk to my people. Please, if you're this color, stop telling your person to just marry for papers. Stop telling your friend, your sister, your brother to just marry for papers. It's the worst advice ever. It's why a lot of us are getting deported. Stop, please. Best thing you could do for your friend, they want to know, sister or Shao, how can I get a green card though? Tell them, call a lawyer. You don't even have to call me. Just at least the best you can do is advise them to schedule a consultation with a good immigration lawyer. That's at least the best thing you can do for them. Don't tell them what you did, because especially if you know what you did was wrong or bad according to the law, you know it was just the mercy of God that helped you. So please stop telling other people to do what you did that you know could have backfired on you. And people have different lucks or different blessings. So maybe you got away with it, but your friend goes and tries to do what you did, and next thing you know, your friend been deported. Think about how you're gonna sleep at night when you hear that. Anyway, have a great day, guys. We just stop there. Love you. Bye, guys. Bye. Lord.